Yeah, so guys, let's look at Rivers United now. I remember at some point they had loads of rescheduled matches and they were on top, and everyone was thinking, oh, when they play these games, we'll just pack the points like candies on the table. But it's not as easy as that. And we're looking at the last four matches Rivers has played, so far up till the last game at Nasarawa United played on Monday. So in all, not funny at all. So Rangers has moved ahead of Rivers United. Remember, I said if Rangers beat El Kanemi, and of course they would defeat El Kanemi, then 2-0, and Rivers failed to get the right result at Nasarawa. Rangers have been on top on Sunday, will remain on top. So that's the picture right now. Rangers on top with 54 points, Rivers next with 52. But then how did Rivers just miss it all? Let's begin from the game at Shooting Stars, rescheduled game, and then 2-1 in favor of Shooting Stars. Goal scored by Sadiq Rahim, one who can stop scoring, and of course Kamal Adegoke, late goal, substitute for that matter, came in and of course got that goal. Then they played Ikorodu. It was moved to a Monday. So back-to-back Monday games for Rivers United. They played Ikorodu on Monday. Substitute Folarin Temitope came in, got that goal for Ikorodu. It was a rebound. Goalkeeper failed to hold it well, and of course Folarin was there to jab it in. To a second game gone. Then they traveled to Niger Tornadoes. That was a Thursday game. Rivers had chances, Tornadoes had chances. Eventually was Tedo Shimagande of Niger Tornadoes, whose goal eventually decided that game. And of course, Tornadoes won that game 1-0. 3 games gone. And then they headed for Lafia, where they played against Nasarawa United on Monday. So back-to-back Monday games. And what happened? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, by the 15 minutes, Nasarawa has scored 3 goals. 3 goals. Nge Oluka scored first in the 50 minutes. A good goal. You wonder what the defense of Rivers United were thinking about. Then Abubakar Abdullahi got that header. I'll give you the highlights. Got that header, made it 2. And of course, by the 15th minute, Chimeze Victor made it 3-0. And that time you just wonder if Rivers could come back from it. Again, for Rivers United, they hit the upright, but then, what hits the upright doesn't go into the goal. And so it ended. But then, Nasarawa United, not done, came back in the second half. First half was, 3-1. Nasarawa came back in the second half, added one by Joe Frank Estefanos, and that made it 4 for Nasarawa United. But again, on the lighter side, you need to see the goals scored by Rivers United's Abdul Rafiu Taiwo, a free kick. He hit the ball so hard, the goalkeeper had no answer, didn't say it. But then 4-1, another 4-1 defeat for Rivers United. They lost at Barao 4-1. So talking about worst results for Rivers United, 4-1, and 4 games in a row. 4 games in a row. 12 points just evaporated like that. And in all of this, they considered 8 goals. 8 goals, scoring only 2. -6 deficit. So you see, it's a mountain to climb now for Rivers United. They both washed their backs as they played the remaining game, because Rangers have chased them and now moved ahead. Will Rangers be ahead again? Weekend games will decide. And then we're talking about match day 32. Don't go away. The next video is okay. But then hit that comment section. Let us know what you think. Rivers United 4/4, all going 12 points. Let's get your thoughts.